Okay. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Or not very many. um, we are live, and it's time for the ranking up of the October season. This is Ghost Rider and the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Right. So we're going to play a little bit of Boost Guard. This is probably my favourite pack. I named it Boost Guard Pro Rank because it does get me to Pro Rank, and it is a fantastic deck. But I tell you what, actually we're going to play a little bit of Nilfgaard Defender. It's a fun deck. This deck is all about status and poison. So we're going to try and boost ourselves every time somebody gets a status, and we're also just going to try and poison a lot of people and kill them off that way. This is the first one with an attempt at a microphone and some narration, so please do forgive me. Also, the microphone, I believe, after doing some tests, this is the best balance that I've got for it. So if you can barely hear me and it's crap, it's not going to get any better on this stream. But it has highlighted the urgency to buy a microphone, so I will order one on Amazon tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Right. Right, let's establish a point lead and fuck one of these guys off. No! It's not the card I wanted to play. I've done that twice in the last 10 minutes. Shit. That's not great at all. I mean, that's going to leave poison on him. Great. But it's not, I mean, yeah, it doesn't do an awful lot for me at the minute. I needed the point advantage, I needed the lead, and I've lost that. Alright, yeah, we're not really getting anywhere too far, are we? I'm probably going to lock this off now. This guy will get boosted anytime there's a lock. I mean, it's not magnificent. One of the main strategy for this deck, to be honest with you, is to get through to the third round. And I know that's not much of a strategy for most. Ideally, you want to take card advantage, card lead, but with this deck, it's not so much about that. It's more about getting all the cards together so you can line up the last round, and then just annihilate. No, we don't want to play that card. Bit annoyed we haven't got Jan Calviat here. Jan Calvate. So I think we'll start with this. But to be honest with you, probably just going to pass. Should have played this card. Alright, I'll play this. I'll bite. Heal boost. And then we're down to 5. Hopefully he plays a 4 and we can just back out of this. Otherwise it's a horrible sham of a mess. Brilliant. So I think we're just going to pass on this. We're going to try and get through to the next round and hopefully get the old Yan out. The beauty of Yan is he arranges all your cards in the highest order of best, basically. So your strongest, highest provision. And your provision cost is this little number in the bottom right hand corner. And the higher that is, the generally the better the card. So we could do with trying to find him somehow. That hasn't materialised in. He's fantastic. Nor has that. So we're just going to have to deal with what we've got. If he passes, we've got to throw a card away. In this instance, I think it's probably worth throwing him away. Ooh. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. Holy smoke. Woo! Yep, that'll heat the rice up. Right. Okay, so he's continued to play. Now this is interesting because whilst I beat him, I'm in the lead of him, I'll go through to the next round with card advantage. So he's taken a massive risk here. He's got Veil, so I can't put anything on him, but I can just get rid of him. So I'm going to get rid of him, and that gives me a 3-point advantage and a 1-card advantage. So let's see what he does here. Okay, consume the highest card. Fantastic, 19 points, absolutely brilliant. But I'll take that off him as well. So hopefully he starts to struggle here. Hopefully he's got a little bit of a pickle. He's going to struggle to sort of raise high amounts now, and he needs to raise high amounts because he doesn't want to go card down into the final round, right? He was hoping to look to win this game.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
He was hoping to win this round, go a card down, but still win the round. You know, he's obviously got good ways of making high points, but so do I. Like with this guy, he spawns a usurper, an operative on each row of the following round. Now he evolves each round. If I'd have done this on round 1, he only would have spawned 1. If you wait for round 2, he spawns 2 of them, and then he calls them back, so gives me a nice 6-point advantage on him. I should imagine he's feeling a little bit of pressure now, not tons, but enough. So we'll play this, and we'll play this guy. Brilliant, and we've pulled his melee. So if we, what's the highest card in our 4? What's the highest in his? 4. It's not really a great card to have at the minute. Hopefully we could get a card this side. This will damage, spying to an enemy and damage adjacent units by its power. So yeah, he's still only got a couple of things, isn't he? Let's put some bleeder on him and just kind of like reduce his power. We haven't used my special. This could have been a good time to like use his special, but he is playing the monsters deck, and it's very rarely does he have a card that is useful to me when playing the monsters deck. So we'll wait. Hopefully make it to the 3rd round, and then I've got the whip special. Looks like he's having a little bit of difficulty. What are you gonna? Wow. That is a bit of a pickle, but we can play this card.
My favorite quarry. Wow, fugitive, of course.
And that has poisoned him. So he's probably going to pass. I'm going to play this card, poison him, we'll go through to the final round, and I'll be going first. Oh, he's played. Taking 18 points off him, is it going to be enough? Oh, no. Let's kill him. Oh, he's killed my dude. Ah. Yeah, well. Yeah, I think if he hadn't killed my dude, I could have killed him and then boosted myself by 18 points and finished up a card ahead. But now the reality is very different, so I think we probably need to give him that, take 10 points off him, and now we need to do this and see if we can get any recovery whatsoever. We can't, and that's a loss. Right, so we're going to give that another go, because I did make a fantastic error really early on and played the wrong card, so hopefully this time we'll play it accordingly. Hello, Mr. Young Wolf. Okay guys, sorry about this, this does happen from time to time when it's been going an hour or two. I played a couple of preview games, kind of test the mic and all of that job, so that's why we've it's timed down. What do you expect? It is me, I'm trying to use Windows, I'm a Mac user. Right, let's play up again. So that's pretty brutal because I would have lost my ranking. So I'm down to 0. So we need to make up for some time. So we're going to play Boost Guard and we're going to rank up. This is my favourite deck. This is the one that causes damage. I'll come back in just a moment and let you know how. Okay, here we go. Not great. I usually end up, as a rule, I try not to have duplicates. Alright, we're lining up first. This guy gets boosted anytime I play a card with the deploy feature. As you can see, quite a lot of cards have deploy, 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 deploy. Anytime I play one of these cards, he gets boosted. This is a guy to watch. He's going to have another card that, like, absolutely executes me. So, I've got a lock card here. I'm just going to keep that for that. I'm going to try and get my points up early, and then probably back out of this. I think this is probably going to be a 3rd round strategy game. Well, I'll just play for the 3rd round. Alright, boost ourselves by 7 points, that's a good start. And align our cards in order. Okay, so that's good. So I've got all of my cards in hierarchical order, which means I'm only going to get the best cards from now on.
The tongue can conceal the truth. The eyes never.
I think if we lock this guy up, it will cause him enough of a pickle. Then maybe as a backup, what card might... Oh, yeah, let's bring one of those in. And that should wrap up my go quite nicely on the front. So we'll trade him off for one of these because he's not needed and this gives you more points.
Come at me if you must. Don't think this sword a toy. Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
This is the card I wanted to lock earlier. As you can see now in a bit of a pickle because we're looking at, you know, he passed. To be honest, I feel a little bit relieved about that. So it's quite a big piece of pork. Right, I think we're going to pass and let him go on.
Flaming Rose!
Okay. Thanks to Jan Calviat. Got all my best cards here. Except for that. Which is a fucking diamond because that card is currently now my... Well, it's on par. It's a provision cost of 6 and provision cost of 6. So we'll use one Ironmancy to call out one of the cards. And then we'll use good old Palmerin de Lunfal. But this guy will draw the highest ranking card off my deck, so... We played a Buha earlier, which is good stuff. We got one of these out of the way. You'll see why that's practical for this guy shortly. So let's get started. The thing I need to do now is just boost cards. So we're going to play him. We'll get him out, and we'll get this out. Marvelous. He looks at one of their cards and gives themselves X amount of armor according to their power. So we picked a 6 card and we got 6 power on this, right? And then he cashes that in to look back through my cards and find soldiers according how many soldiers. My power equals to how many cards I can look at. I got 6, so I can look at all 6 of these soldier cards. So I'm going to get all 5 of these turn up. So I press that. All of them turn up, and I can choose any of these. Cabango, I go up 8 points. Right. Now what we want to do is get the ball rolling. This is where we played Buhor. Boost him by 4. Boost myself by 9. Marvellous. So this card, once it gets to Grace of 8, so basically once it gets to 8 points, it will actually change direction and come to this side. Now, you can play a bunch of cards that might affect that, obviously, but hopefully we're looking at the fact that he gets to my side of the board soon. This guy's starting to possibly a bit of a pain. We'll get rid of him, see if that affects his strategy.
Nobody expects the position.
Right now it's all about boosting. So let's increase these people. Yeah, let's take him to the dizzy heights. 1, 2. Still can't play that card then. I've got 1 card.
Gaze into my eyes.
You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
Now, mine look like I've got a third of his points. I've actually got the antonym of his points. He's got 93, I've got 39. The figures are reversed. But the beauty of this deck is it all comes down to the final cards. There's an 8 shift of mine. Now we're going to play this puppy. He'll take 32 off him. Now we've got a point change. Significant. We're in the lead. I've also got the special cards. We'll have to see what damage in any unit by 3, boost all the fire spawners. In return, if you control a cleric, spawn a fire. He hasn't really got any decent cards for me, but fuck it, we'll play that. It will still boost. And we'll pause here. Now, I mean, he is gonna like play something that spawns a load of crap on mine. But hopefully we'll still have a bit of a distinct advantage. Let's boost him and take his veil so he can't be damaged. Or at least he can't have bleeding or poison or anything attached to him, so he can still definitely be damaged. Right, so I'm guessing he's going to play a card in a minute. It's just going to like use all of his cards to attack me. Right, all of these 2s will turn to 3s and they'll all attack me, so it's going to be quite a big card. Anyway, his highest card's 14. I'm going to boost my card to 14. I'm also going to boost myself 3. This card boosts any card to the highest value and then also resets it. So we're going to bring him down to 4. So he's looking at a loss of 10 points in a minute. Woo! Oh, well, that's him out. That's him done. Might as well just pass and be gentlemen. You see why it's one of my favourite decks. Clear victory with a card to spare. Alright, straight on with the next. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back in with the Boost Guard deck on the Witch's Hour, trying to upgrade to pro rank.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
Yeah.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue.
Probably going to spawn some rain, aren't they? I could lock them, but I feel like there's going to be a better card to lock. Yeah. Yeah, alright, let's take a card swing advantage, I think.
Damn it.
The time for blabbering is past!
Alright. Whew. That was fucking good. Right, let's eat, or play, even.
For Nilfgaard's rightful empress.
Yeah. Okay. This will put me on 32. Pass, and he'll go on to. Yeah. But you know what? It's fine. We can play 2 cards. So why don't we just pause that off? And we did say this is another deck that's really good for the final round. So that's us done now. You might think, why have you continued to play? You know, we'd already hit the advantage, or why would you play down? But we get 3 cards in this round, and we get 3 cards in the next round. Thanks to my good friend Jan, I'm going to be getting my best cards. So we'll just force him into the last round quite nicely. So my next 3 cards are going to be my next 3 highest cards, which will be this one and these
But
2.
courage wasn't due to flee this world ever free.
Sometimes they play an extra, you know, so they get the, like, because he's only going to get 2 cards now. Sometimes they play a third, like a second card, and it takes them to 7, so they get 3 cards as well. He's only going to get 2, as you can see, because he's already got 10. So there you go. So this is a really, really good lineup for me, as far as I'm concerned. I've got the idea behind this deck is that I boost them up as high as I can, and then this card swaps the energy, swaps the power of the enemy unit. So I add them up to like 40 or 50, 60 points or something, or probably 30, 20, and then I hit that, and then the point transferred to me. So So I want to get them up as high as this guy, and we're going to boost him. We're going to play another knight, boost him. He's already on 12. And the procedure now will be to play this guy and boost him. This guy, boost him. This guy, boost him even more. This guy then gets boosted by the amount that you boost another player by. So you'll see it work. I'm going to stay on the same row. We could hold on a minute, and then this will boost him another player by whatever his highest thing is. So, and then this guy will take it all off him. But he needs a minimum of adrenaline too. So that means there needs to be 3 cards underneath him. So I can only play him when there's 4 cards left. Forgive me if I haven't explained that very right. So I'm going to play this card, then this card, then this card, then this card, then this card, which will leave 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. So I'll have 5 cards, so I can get away with an additional card as a bit of a caveat. So we'll stick to the plan, and we'll see if I need to play a card midway. I know that will sound a little bit like overcomplicated, but the point is, if I play him a card too late, then he doesn't do the big damaging swing moves. So, secondly, it's always nice to try and get this card in beforehand, because if you've built him up to 40 points, he'll set an allied unit's power to match the highest. So I can boost him to 40 before I remove all of that. So it's like double the points, right? He gets 40, and then he goes to 40, like 80 points. I'm simplifying things, but you will watch it in action.
Salty blood flows through my veins. The
So
blood
now
of
we're
the
going to
sea.
boost him again. Boof! 27 points. Now this card's quite good fun because he will boost a unit by 12. If you use it with once players bypass, it damages itself by 12. So he's going to go up to 12 points, right? Then I'm going to play this card and take him. At the end, by the time I'm finished with him, he's going to have 5 points. And then it's going to take 12 off him, which means it will kill him off. So this guy will end up with no points at the end of the round. It all goes according to plan. We'll see. Gotta have confidence in the system. You know, it's 48 to 17 at the moment. He probably thinks he's doing quite well. He is. Probably thinks he's got quite a lot of control over the situation. Okay, alright, so this is the time to play my card. This guy only has 1 left. Like, if I lose him, I lose a lot of points. So, we're going to hit this card. We're going to boost him by half of his amount, plus these 3 knights, and half of his power. Bang, he's now on 21. And this guy will boost himself by however much I've boosted the opposition. And that is by 16. So as you can see now, we're looking quite nicely. There's 43 points on him. He's boosted to 21. He's picked up to 17 from 1. That's a 16 point advantage. Well, he's banished a card. I'd say he's done that far too early. What can we use to our advantage now? I'd say we can probably get away with playing 1 more card as a little bit of an advantage. So it's probably worth playing one of Buhurts. We'll take him another 3, boost him by... that was an error. That was an absolute error. What I should have done is played the 3, because then when I boost the card to 46, it would be 43 points. But now I'm going to boost this card to 46. It's actually only going to be 30 points. So I'm actually going to lose 13 points on my thing there. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have played Buhurt. I should have played this card, because then there would have been the 3 to increase to 46. It's too late now. Anyway, he's dropped it to 8, so, you know, it's still a good situation to be in. So you can see move numbers quite quickly with Boost Guard. I think it's difficult guard to thing is they're in control for a large portion of the game. They think they've got a significant, you know, sort of point lead, but look at this. I mean, this is just damaging, isn't it? It's just absolutely crucifying. And now I'm going to play my card, Summon a Beast from your deck, and then this is always a great card to play, you know. So there we go. So now we have an 94 point advantage. No, sorry, a 74 point advantage in the turnaround of 2 goes. It's quite damaging. It's quite, I think, morale killing for others. I've also got this guy move an enemy to the top of your deck, so you know, no matter how much he boosts himself now, I'm just going to eradicate it with this card. Like, this goes to immunity, unfortunately, so I can't do anything about this card. He's going to boost it, but I mean, there's a 50 point, 40 point lead. We don't need to worry. These cards, as I've told you before, is 4 armor. I've got very few cards left, so one of these 2 will pop up. So I'm going to be boosting these. Should he boost somebody apart from an immune person? Should he boost anything to like a substantial value? I'll just reset it anyway. Okay, so it's back to me. So I think the job here is to, oh no, end turn.
I shall rip the weakness from your soul.
Okie dokie, so he's passed. Now, the right thing to do is just to pass. He doesn't want to watch me annihilate him even more and increase the score even higher. This guy was, I think, ranked, yeah, I know he's ranked 3, bless him. You know, he's had his ass handed to him by someone of rank higher. He doesn't need to be beaten by a further 60 points. It's ungentlemanly. Well, it's unsportsmanly, should I say. So, right, it's play another one. I'll be right back.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately didn't make it back in time to like mix up my cards. So I've got a pile of crap here. I really should have got rid of these 2 at the very least.
And beg for mercy.
Life is mine now.
So I'll maybe just playing to the 7 card point here. We'll see how much we can wind him up. But there's a fair chance I'll probably just play 2 cards and then play Yan and get rid of the rest. This will be the last game in the stream tonight. Probably take us up to sort of 10-2, maybe even 5-2. So I won't start another one after that. Right. but hopefully would have ranked up 2 points, and would have seen the benefit of the boost guard deck. I don't have the deck laid out in the description yet, but I will get my act together and get onto COG website and upload my deck and drop it in the description so that you guys can download it and check it out and play it yourselves. I mean, I am a loser. Why would any of you be listening? It does all feel very weird and very bizarre, but nonetheless, right? He's obviously just purified him. He needs him, so let's lock him off again. Piss him off. He may rage fucking pass as well. That's always fun. Some of them rage forfeit, which is even more fun, but I'm not expecting that behaviour. Here you go. He's passed. It's exact. We'll call that a rage pass. We'll call that a fuck you, I can't play both tactic, you bastard. Which is actually really handy now to have one of these. And we'll just pass out. Now this deck really needs all of its cards. Like, it's very difficult to play with only a subsection of them. So it is hugely in my interest here to play a few cards and like numb the deck down and get all of my other cards. So how many have we got? We've got 9 out of 10 it says here, so we wouldn't want to play 2 cards. So we'll get rid of 2 cards. That's going to be one of them. So this one's still useless, and that will be the other one. Perfect. So we're setting ourselves up for the final 3 cards that will be coming through. So first of all, let's run in with this. No risk of drawing that card. I mean, he does seem to have played as if we're. This does get them sometimes. Like you go and play like a good card or a high card in your first card, and they're like, "Is it there? He's playing. We're gonna," and they come out really strong. I mean, just pass, and it's fantastic. But he has got 7 points. No, he's got 7 points for 2 cards to get here. So. More than adequate. You can see here why it would be stupid to play the next card, because then I'm at risk of him always staying ahead of me and therefore going into the next round with a card advantage. But this way we guarantee the next 3 cards are going to be the 3 best cards from my deck. I did pretty well, to be honest, considering I hadn't played Yan already. But the next 3 cards will be the best 3 cards from my deck. Which will be Geralt, Gwilym, Guillaume, as we say in France, and Lonfel. Leaving this guy behind. We're going to need Suri here. Yeah, I think we need to do that. Because we don't have... Yeah, we're going to need Suri to play... Yeah, we're going to need Suri to play Buhor. Otherwise this card's defunct. I think ideally we need to play this immediately. Pardon me. I can only play the Palmerin from a card that is not boosted, so this is a brilliant start. That's absolutely perfect. Oh fuck, he has gone and boosted himself. Alright, let's make him the big guy. We'll make him the main event. It's just nice to boost this, like use him to boost the guy by the next playing card, play another card, and then put that on him, and you know, just put all of the boosting cards on him, get him up to some high figures. But unfortunately, on this case, we're going to end up with two players, at minimum of 2 players with decent value. Come on, positive head. I'd say this person's possibly French. He spelled positive with an F. Yeah, he's obviously struggled on what to play here. Right, this is from my defender, defender retrial thing. So brilliant. Right, let's get on with boosting him. Marvelous. Well, it's 8:49, 7:49 in the UK, or something 49 wherever you are in the world, and I'll be drawing his close at the end. This game at the end of the close. Does look like this guy is going to take the full 10 minutes for the final round. One wonders whether his tactic is to like maybe try and push me into more of them. I think some go for that, like they deliberately play right at the end of it, right at the end of the timer. I don't know why, but they do. Right, same thing here. So we need to make some calculations. So we're going to boost him, and then boost a small card, and then play him. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards with 8. That leaves 4 cards behind, which gives me 1 leeway card, and I think that leeway card should be Booher, and it should be now. I bet he plays this again. He play a card that like hits this card if it's got spying and plays it again. I put good money on that. Alright, so we'll play this guy. Boost him by 3. Hopefully he doesn't get locked up or poisoned. He's probably going to play, I forget his name, the vampire card that can lock, poison or doomed you, depending on how many statuses you've got. Well, we'll have a look. We'll give him a bit of taunting, shall we? He's taking his time. There you go. That was the card I said he would play again. I'll give money on that. So 1, 2, and then you play that, and I've only got 3 cards left. So we'll take 38. Create this huge power shift in the last sort of 2 cards for him, put him under a little bit of duress. There you go. Sorry about this, guys. Right, this is a bit of a pickle. This guy can deliver poison onto these 2, so it's almost like I can play him now, boost Mr. Foro here up to 38 and get 34 point increase. I need that, but this guy can poison dudes. And if I get rid of him now, I don't think he won't be able to poison. And then I can still take his power. I can still boost by somebody else's power, which is 19, and then still destroy him and reset him. So I think I'm just gonna have to take a gamble on this and kill that off, which potentially should save these 2 guys, which is 28 points. Now we, yeah, he's pretty damaging, isn't he? I think I'm out. But anyway, we'll give this a go. We'll take the major power shift, bam, and then we'll destroy a locked enemy unit. Don't have any of them. So he can destroy that. He can poison another enemy unit and create a double, so he can do that. So he's going to get rid of these 2, so they're dead. 19 points off me. I don't see what massive advantage I can play. Locking anything I don't think is going to work, so I think this is my best possible advantage.
The Vormorlaham detests intrusion.
Yeah, I think this is going to be remarkably close. Ah, very clever. He locked in before.
Any last words?
Here we go. Poison enemy unit. And now it's down for me to...
Good of the Empire. That just matters.
and then deduct the 23. Oh, ho, 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 ho. 61 to 68. Amazing victory. Great game. Absolutely great game. Yeah, took us up to 57. Hopefully he thinks so too and gives me the good game bonus. I've given him, maybe he feels a bit bitter about that. I mean, he did lose by 6 points, which isn't a huge amount. No, he hasn't given me, there's no good game yet. Anyway, so there we go. We started at 0 out of 5 and we are now on 3 out of 5. Thank you very much for watching. That is Boost Guard. I will continue to get my act together and get a microphone and you know,